There's a bit of an elephant in the room with Harley right now, isn't there? The fact that Harley is closing their Kansas plant and moving production to the Philippines or somewhere. I don't remember exactly where it is. They're opening a new plant. But yeah, that's pretty fucked up, Harley. I just don't really know what to say. Harley Davidson has always been this rah-rah America motorcycle company made in the USA by US hands, and I just don't know what the fuck they're thinking. It seems pretty self-destructive to me. I don't know if they're just making motorcycles in Asia for the Asia market, and if that's what they're gonna do, then I don't have just a huge problem with that, but I would prefer us to actually export bikes. I mean, wouldn't that be good for America, to build them here and ship them there, sell them to those people? I think so, but Harley apparently doesn't agree. Here's the other thing. If I go to a Harley store and I see a fucking bike with a made in Taiwan or wherever sticker on it, it's gonna be really hard to resist the urge to burn the motherfucker down. And I don't think I'm the only person that feels that way. I mean, I'm not just super rah-rah America, but they are. This is betraying one of their big things that they brag about all the time. You know, we're an American-made motorcycle company. Well, that's fine and dandy and all, but if they're making bikes in Vietnam and sending them back here, that's going to be a nail in the coffin for Harley Davidson, I think. I mean, obviously I'm a Harley owner, but I don't think I'm too biased. I liked Harley before I bought a Harley. They may not be the most mechanically sound bike out there. Then again, they may be. I always hear about problems with Harley leaking oil and stuff like that, and I think that's fair, but a lot of other bikes leak oil too, and I think they might be a little bit overpriced. They might be a lot of bit overpriced. I mean, I know I paid an outstanding amount of money for this bike, but I love the bike and it makes me very happy and it does everything I need it to do, so I don't feel like I don't regret my purchase, not even a little bit. That's not even really a question. But there is a bit of a tinge on Harley's reputation over this. The non-Harley people are just absolutely shitting all over Harley, and I don't know what other Harley people feel about this. I don't really hang out with many Harley people at all, and I haven't heard any moto vloggers really talk about this, so I don't know how your typical Harley rider feels about this thing, but I will tell you this, I don't feel good about it. I mean, is it possible that Harley could just continue to make all their American bikes in America and we can continue to call Harley an American brand, you know, American bikes for American people? Well, I don't know. I hope so. I kind of feel like they're gonna end up closing more plants and moving more production overseas and start selling bikes in America with made in Taiwan stickers on them. That's just the way these things tend to go when you start offshoring your labor and offshoring production. I mean, Harley, feel free to prove me wrong, but I gotta tell you right now, you're making me a little worried. I will tell you this though, Harley, if you guys do continue to move your labor offshore, you're just making every single one of us guys that are riding around on your bikes look like an asshole. These are American jobs, and I don't think you're ever going to get forgiven for that. I don't think Harley is going to be able to continue business as usual with American customers if they offshore all of their production. I think that'll ruin them. They're already on the skids, and I think that it's going to push them over the edge. And if you fuck that up, Harley, I don't know what you're going to have left. Don't get me wrong, I think Harleys are the most beautiful bikes that you can buy. There are certainly faster bikes out there, but there isn't a bike out there that looks as good as a fucking Harley. That's why people buy them. That's why I bought mine. That's why I started buying Harleys in the beginning, because I thought that they were fucking cool looking bikes. These bikes are often imitated, but never quite duplicated, even though people seem to try. But if Harley drops the ball, I'm sure Indian will pick it right up and run with it. That's who they really need to be worried about now that they're offshoring their labor. So anyways, that's my Harley rant. I would love to hear what you have to say about the situation. Just hit me up in the comments and let me know what you think about all this, and I will respond to you. This is a conversation I feel needs to be had, so I'd love to engage with you on that. I've been seeing a lot of people riding mopeds here in Waco lately, which kind of sucks, because I used to have a moped, and when I was riding it around, nobody had a moped. I felt like such a dork. I mean, don't get me wrong, you are a dork if you're riding a moped, but it's okay to be a dork, I think. What is not okay is being slow. And I am a 250 pound man who had a 50cc scooter. So I never really could ever get the thing up past 35 to 40 miles an hour. If I was going downhill, it might say 50 on the needle, but whenever I would ride with my GPS speedometer on, I always found that it was 3 to 5 miles slower than what it said on the speedometer. So yeah, I was way too big for that bike. Honestly, I would have appreciated it if the guy who sold me the scooter would have said, "Hey man, you're kind of a fat fuck, why don't you get a 150 or something?" I think I would have been much happier like that. But all that said, I am glad to be riding a motorcycle, because it's way more fun. You know, you get to shift gears, and you get to fucking do burnouts. I've never actually done a burnout, but I could if I wanted to. If I wanted to treat my fucking expensive bike that way, I could do it. No burning out on a scooter. Well, actually, I've seen people wheelie scooters and shit before. You can pimp those things out so they can do some crazy ass shit. But at that point, you're kind of better off just getting a bike anyways. But I don't think those people do that for practicality. They do it for the love, which I can totally respect. You know, it's a new year, new summer, and I kind of want to do some new mods to my bike, but I don't really know what I would do. I'll tell you one thing I'd love to do, and I'm not going to do it anytime soon, just because it's a bad idea, probably, and I want to have plenty of time to think about it. But you know, I love the lowrider-s. I love the fact that it's blacked out, but really miss that green color on my Iron 883 that I used to have. And I'm thinking at some point I'll get the fender and tank painted that same color green. I'd love for you to check out some of the stuff I do besides this podcast. So check out Very Dark, Very Quick. It's a podcast. You can find it on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, wherever podcasts are. Basically, we pick a topic for each week and we beat it to death. This week we did cults. We have a little bit of local knowledge that we pass off onto you in that regard. And the other podcast I'm on is called Dumpster Fire Cinema. Myself and my good friend Jordan talk about film and sometimes music, and we have a good time. It's pretty funny. And this week we were talking about the movie Pump Up the Volume. Alan Moyle directed Christian Slater film from 1990. It's really good. It's one of those movies that I watched when I was a kid and think very fondly of. We actually just made a promo video, which I'll show to you right now.
My name is Jordan.
Hi, I'm Aaron.
Yeah, man, let's get this dumpster fire started.
President Tiny fucking Lister. You know, I always kind of feel bad for Kate Winslet. She's done a nude scene in a movie and it's still got a PG-13 rating.
You gotta shit your shorts.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
Eagles and fireworks and shit.
Hitler, what a fuck boy, right? Am I right, guys?
Why would you feel the need to eat a dick?
I think you eat the dick last. Queen of the Damned, the best Anne Rice film ever made.
It was seriously like a 7-foot penis.
It's just me and a mustache. Ha! That's the prestige.
Steal the air. The time to hesitate is through.
Smoke you!
Quit smacking your fucking candy.
Jeff Bridges could do everything Kurt Russell does without having that stupid fucking face.
Dumpsterfire Cinéma, wherever film podcasts are sold.
Yeah, hope you like that. I'm pretty proud of it. I took a long fucking time to make. Yeah, you should definitely check us out. You can get links to all this stuff and more at onichanproductions.com. I'll put a link down in the description so you can check it out. Please give us a look. If you live in the Waco area, why not come down to King's Landing on Wednesday nights from 6 to 9 and visit me and the Onichan crew. We'll be shooting the shit, filming stuff, and having a great time. Come on down. We'll put you in the movies. And on Thursday nights from 6 to 9, we're at Nexus Esports on 6th and Columbus. We have a film group that meets there, but sometimes it's just me and a couple of the other guys just fucking around and having a good time. We sometimes film stuff, sometimes we don't. But either way, we're going to be having fun. So come on down there and hang out with us. My video review of the Lucky Dave seat just hit 2,000 views this week, which is an amazing milestone for me. I couldn't be more happy about that. So thank you to everyone that watched, and thank you to everyone that's told their friends about us. The rest of you, punch that motherfucking like button and subscribe and hit the bell and whatever other kind of fucking bullshit YouTube makes you do so you can see the stuff you love these days. Honestly, I just can't keep up with their bad decisions anymore. Ready to jump ship anytime. So if somebody could just come along and make something that is comparable, I'm ready to go whenever you are. Thanks for watching, everybody. Peace out.